It's Madden NFL 24. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Vikes and the 49ers on Thursday night.
We're about 40 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Tonight on this fine Thursday night, we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the San Francisco 49ers. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. Kickoff just moments away. Charles, quickly, keys to the game.
For me, it's coaching. Who prepared his team the best going into this one to give them the confidence to believe that they would win the game? That's who's going to come out of this one on top.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
And you'd think as a young QB there'd be some nerves leading an offense out to start a game day, even if he doesn't quite have the years of experience other quarterbacks do.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Second down and right back to McCaffrey. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, Purdy. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. Brandon Powell deep for Minnesota. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt, and it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. Commanding the offense will be the highly touted USC product, Sam Darnold.
And the thing with Sam Darnold is we know the skill set of the Rock.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. This one finding the hands of Brandon Powell. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
From the 48-yard line, here's a 2nd and 8. To throw is Darnold. Complete. Jefferson the target.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
3rd and 2, right? So this is a situation where low man has got to win at the line of scrimmage, but it's not just the low man winning. It's the low man who's winning with some force, and they had that to pick up the first down. Barely picking it up, but they did. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. Short throw caught by the tight end, Oliver. And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. They get 14 there. 1st down, Vikings. That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Now they'll fake the jet sweep here and throw off play action. And that one to the right side and incomplete. It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area. 2nd and 10. Now they'll toss to Jones running left. And everyone on their assignment defensively there as he'll be taken down behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss. Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, fighting his way into the backfield. Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This from 54 yards away. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will remain a scoreless game. So an 8-play drive gets him down there, but play number 9, that winds up a missed field goal. And they definitely moved the ball well. That's a drive where you hate to come away with nothing. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their 2nd drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professionals. Not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for. Purdy looking to throw on 1st down here. That's to the former Alabama man, Cameron Latu. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business. Yeah, 230, 240 range. Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense. And Debo going to have a Niners 1st down as he'll be taken down at the 46. McCaffrey on the counter. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 15 for the Niners there and a 1st down. Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Purdy.
Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Purdy to throw it on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Here's 2nd and 10. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. A solid pickup at 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears...
And across the trunk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice...
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Vikings take
insult to injury because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball.
Oh, Darnold loses it. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Here's Darnold. Oh, he went that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion, one more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw, Darnold. Incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they have to give up the football again after this one.
And here's Ryan Wright now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And he'll take it on this side of midfield. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Niners set up well. They take over. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it looking at 4th and less than a yard. Here's Purdy. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And, this is going to depend on forward progress, but they're saying no, he didn't get there. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back.
Everyone gears up for 3rd down, talks about the importance of it. But 4th down, that's truly the moment of truth play, isn't it?
Everything's dialed up a little bit more. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Here's a 2nd and 8. Darnold down to throw. This one swung out here to Jones. It'll go as a gain of 4. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
Offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Darnold. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 18 yards the gain for number 18.
And that's how you pick up a 1st down. Not only does he make the catch, but has a...
Kyle Shanahan doesn't care much for that last call, so out comes the red challenge flag. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call.
After review of the play, ruling on the field stands.
So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass.
Let's go, baby. Let's go, baby. Turn it up. Leave it out here. Leave it out here.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Dre Greenlaw in there on the tackle.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the 1st half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Darnold. Going underneath, he's got Hockenson. And they will only muster a yard here to the 30
of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Darnold from the gun. Able to find the open man. That's complete. They'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal. Now it's Darnold.
That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Now Darnold. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
All right, Captain. It's batting down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're trying to dial up there?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you kind of run out of your running plays, fire another one into the end zone.
Now Darnold on 3rd and goal. Now he's flushed out left. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
That looked great when he first took off because in my mind, there was room to run and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his 4th down call.
And his kick here is good. So a conservative decision there, but it does put him on the board.
And I know the players hate it and the coaches hate it, but sometimes you just...
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he returns this to the 22. Christian McCaffrey and his 49er teammates back onto the field. He's been effective. So
he can get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football, and they've moved him out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 53 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
And this is an example. Make a lot of tackles.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Well, partner, I have to say they caught him in the right defense there. Nickel set. 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
This 2nd and 4. Purdy will set up to throw it here. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught.
Can you do any more work or make it more dramatic for not much gain than what we just saw there? Did you see how his toes got down? Tip-tap, got him down. But what did he get out of it?
He sold the sizzle. He just had no steak.
I mean, was it 1 yard?
Yeah, plays like that, you at least expect a first down. They're just 1 yard. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Purdy, he'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. The catch and run there, good for 16 in the first.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Once more, Purdy looking to throw. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it's second down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
2nd and 6. McCaffrey running up the middle, and he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
So 3rd and inches, and this will be the 9th play of the drive. Purdy now to throw. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Jerry Tillery running in there and setting him down. So they dial up the blitz on 3rd and inches. It pays off.
And frankly, they were probably dialing up a run blitz, expecting him to run it in that situation, but instead they end up back at the quarterback and put him on the ground.
So Purdy off and Moody on for the 49er field goal. From the right hash, this a 31-yard attempt. And this one is right through. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no win. So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 20.
That answer is 1, and that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Faking the give, Darnold. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
First down, Minnesota.
Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw is Darnold. Over the middle, complete. That's Powell. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another 1st down.
To the air again, Darnold. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the 1st half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. And the 49ers are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
Well, this is simply a great read by a defensive back. It's 3rd and 10, so he sits right on where the yard-to-gain marker is, knows it's going to be a route around that distance, makes his read, breaks on the football, and makes a terrific play.
Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second to continue that trend. Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 at their 38. Back to throw, Purdy. He's got the hookup downfield to Samuel. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one goes for 30 yards.
But they didn't ease into that drive right out of the turnover. They go for the big shot downfield and hit it. A lot of teams have that opportunity, but not every coach is going to greenlight that type of a play call. I love their aggressiveness.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Shotgun now with Purdy. He returns it right back to Samuel. Well, they're going to have a 1st down and also right into field goal range, all the way down to the 15 here.
Now that was put in. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
On the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Again, it's Purdy to throw it. And he wisely will throw that one away.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Purdy. That is caught by the tight end Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. A great effort there as the 1st half is winding down. And the 49ers would extend their lead here just before halftime.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Extra point try now for Moody. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. So not much time to speak of remaining in this 1st half as the kick's away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. Completes it to Powell. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the 1st half. A good passing down here, and they send 3 receivers to the right of the formation on 2nd down. A final shot before the break. Darnold. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. And Hockenson going to have the Vikings 1st down as he's up to the 45. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is
The highlights
Jonathan
are fairly
Coachman. Take it
one-sided
away,
to this
Coach.
point. It's a 2-touchdown difference here at the break. But I wouldn't call this one over just yet. I think there could still be some fireworks yet to come.
All right,
we saw
Coach.
in the
Welcome
1st half from the
everyone back
former
for quarter
Mr.
number
Irrelevant,
3.
Brock Purdy. He's got a touchdown pass on the ledger as his guys were able to build a double-digit lead.
$17-3 the score as we resume action for the 2nd half on EA Sports. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it 1st on offense as we begin the 3rd. Change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the 1st half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. They'll go again to Jones. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On the counter, here's Jones. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Off of play action, Darnold completes it to the fullback hand. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
I think they tried to fool him on that one. You know, being able to throw the ball to the fullback position. No one was fooled on that play.
No, lost yardage. You think they should yank that one from the playbook, at least for the time being?
I think what you do is you take it out and you evaluate it next week in practice.
Darnold's throw pulled in here by Powell. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 24-yard line. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Meanwhile, Darnold's throw taken in by Hockenson here. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Darnold to throw again. And that one finds the ground, breaking a string of 5 straight completions. And it brings up 2nd down. No, 3rd down.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Now off the bootleg, Darnold. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Once you get into the red zone, space is at a premium for receivers to try and operate and shake themselves free. That one's incomplete.
Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. From the left hash, just a 32-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good. And a second field goal here gets him back within 11 now. It's 17-6. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Here's a look at the Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Throw left side, McCaffrey's got it. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that will bring up 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. He may go. Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there. 67 yards. And the 49ers are able to extend their lead.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They'd done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Now Moody for the PAT. And the lead is up to 18 now. So they only need it. So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game.
Got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. The medical staff will attend. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Darnold from the gun. This one brought in by Jefferson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there, because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
A first down throw, Darnold. Another one on this play for Justin Jefferson. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. This one swung out here to Jones. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And 3rd and 8 now. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 34-yard line.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense, because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a first down.
On first down, it's Darnold. Throw out wide is incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Now it's Darnold. Middle of the field to Jefferson. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Darnold will throw it on 3rd and 1. That is caught. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But with the score where it is, you're not thinking field goals right now. You need touchdowns. So that was a much-needed conversion there on 3rd down.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. To the air again, Darnold. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
2nd down and 10.
2nd and 10 here as we roll along in quarter number 3 from Santa Clara. To throw is Darnold. A check down here to Jones. And this carry terminated at the 8-yard line. Good stick skills showing the power, but just not much room to operate. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. Here's Darnold. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So 2 third down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
And his kick is good, and that'll get the deficit down to 15. So that maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but it does get them back within a couple of scores. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. And San Francisco gets set to go here. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score.
The scoreboard is still up there, and the game's going to go on. In fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Yeah, still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
They will get 4 yards here on the 1st down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Purdy now to throw off the play action. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. Down the right sideline. Brandon Ayuk. Touchdown. 49ers. Brandon Ayuk. 74 yards. And the Niners are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Moody good with the extra point, and the lead opens up now to 22 points. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here in Santa Clara, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. Kenny now out of his end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. And now out comes Minnesota. Their drive last time, it stalled out.
Consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. On 1st and 10, Darnold. Caught on the right side by Jones. They can't tackle it. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 35. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Darnold on 1st down. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hockenson. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Here's a 2nd and 3 now from the 33. Darnold now to throw. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
3 yards to go.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now Darnold. And that's incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
They'll run it with Jones. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the 49ers are going to get the football back.
Partner, when you see a running play stop short like that, you just know that the defensive front, they won the battle of leverage and created the push back at.
Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line. 1st and 10 at about the 32. He'll start by handing this off to McCaffrey. 92 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. Good gain there on 1st down and keeps him in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot him at the 44. Consecutive runs of 6 yards gives him a 1st and 10. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Dances by him. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a 7-yard pickup. They'll be looking now to 3rd and 6.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Purdy with it on 3rd and long. Connects with Kittle underneath. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Tackled by Jonathan Grenard. And his carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he won't get close. Only a yard. 4th and 3.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. Purdy will set up to throw it here. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Niners first down as they'll wind up getting 7 there on 4th and 3. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
From the 23, here's 2nd down and 2. In motion left here, one of their tight ends. Oh, the motion comes too late. And this is going to be a delay.
Delay of game.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Still 2nd down.
So the delay of game penalty backs him up. It's now 2nd and 7. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's Purdy. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. Call it a gain of a yard, and that's going to make it 4th down. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. So Purdy off and Moody on for the 49er field goal. He hit his first. Now this from 43. And his kick is indeed good. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. CD, it's all window dressing at this point.
At this point, get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
On first down, Darnold. Finding Hockenson here on the out route. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Darnold's throw pulled in here by Powell. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
On second down, Darnold. And he's got this to Jefferson. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 43. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. A first down throw, Darnold. Addison hauls it in. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Once again, we got to get through this, man.
Throwing again is Darnold. Justin Jefferson bringing in the slant. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. Meanwhile, Darnold's and the throw here caught by Addison. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Now a first and 10 at the 11. Here's Darnold. And he will throw this one out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. As this one moves towards its conclusion, another incomplete pass there. Thoughts on the secondary? I mean, they seem to be pretty effective in this one.
Yeah, I thought that they've been absolutely outstanding. I mean, their job is to prevent touchdowns, and not a single touchdown is going on the board against them. Of course, they want to make it a total shutout, but hey, if you don't give up touchdowns, you've got a heck of a chance to win.
Second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. A at this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
One last throw now for Darnold. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. So a victory here for San Francisco. And I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football, and I bet that you would agree.
Yeah, if you hold a team under 10 points, that's a job well done. Really well done. So I would say game balls for every starter and every key player who participated in this game.
Now, see, I only like one game ball. You're handing out multiple, although I set you up by saying game balls, plural, but I
like where we're going with this, though. You say one to represent, like the best player of all of that, and I say multiples so that you keep everyone motivated and involved.
You're a man of the people.
I'm a man of the people. I thought I was the only child.
You get a game ball, and you get a game ball. Game balls for everybody. So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaunt. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The 49ers get the win here at home as we say so long from Santa Clara.